for a very short yoga practice. Please remember to have a safe environment, and remember to stop anytime you feel uncomfortable. As I'm not present with you and you're doing this by video, please make sure that if at any time you feel uncomfortable or unsafe, you stop immediately. Make sure if you're a brand new practitioner to yoga that you have consulted your doctor before starting any new program. And other than that, have some fun. So let's go ahead and come down onto our mats. And we're going to start off with just some relaxation and breathing. So a little rock side to side. Roll your shoulders all the way up. Pull them back and slide them down. Let's just do that a couple of times. Big inhale. Exhale, pull back and slide down. Just some nice big shoulder rotations right now. Your hands can be on your knees. They can be floating out to the side. You can have your eyes opened or closed. Just want some nice deep breaths and some rotation through the shoulders. And then let's bring it the other way. Roll the shoulders forward, pull back and down. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale. Let's rise those hands all the way up. Look to the sky. Let's get that cervical spine starting to move. And exhale. Pull those hands down through the heart center. Let's do that 3 more times. Big reach, big inhale. Look all the way up. Exhale, pull down, chin comes towards your chest, press the palms together. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, come down, our last one, big rise, big inhale. And exhale those hands down onto your knees, palms face down. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Taking your right shoulder and bringing it over to your left knee. Go ahead and push your right knee away from you. Go ahead and come all the way up and do it the other side. So you're just pressing that hand into your knee, looking at your shoulder. Come on up. If you can't get that arm straightened, don't worry about it. I just want you to start to feel the stretch through the back, a little bit of twist through the shoulder. Come back up and then do it again on the other side. Let's go ahead and make some big circles now. We're taking our shoulder over to our knee, drawing yourself in through the center, going the other way and sitting up, and then circulate the other direction. So come down through the center, all the way up. Add in your breath. Exhale, come down. Inhale, rise up. Last one, exhale, come down, and inhale all the way up. Let's go ahead and make our way onto all fours. So come into your tabletop position. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Your knees underneath your hips. Your toes are tucked. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Pull the belly in to flatten out that spine. And then really grip with your fingertips. We're going to send our front leg all the way out to hip height and then flex at the heel. And now that we've got that stabilization, I want you to see if you can go and pull that knee into the chest, tuck your chin, curl up into what we know as a cat, and then extend the leg but come out flat, not into cow. So exhale, crunch in, arch your back, press down through your fingers, and then kick out through energy through the heel. One more time, exhale, crunch all the way up, and then come right into that flat back. Roll your shoulders back and down. Really press out the energy through the heel. Looking down at your mat, slide your back hand out now. Okay, and from this one, we're going to bring our elbow and our knee to touch under the body, curl up, see if they touch, don't worry if they don't, and then lengthen back out. Exhale, crunch, inhale, lengthen back out. Now you're stabilizing through that front shoulder, you're getting some manipulation through the spine, you're using your glute, and you're using your back muscles. All right, hold it out here. If it's possible, go ahead and bend your knee and then send your heel into that big flexion. Once we've got that, let's just do a couple little pulses here. Just lift and lift. Try and keep your back flat. Put that hand down if you need to. Just kick it up. Kick it up, really waking up the glutes now for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee and elbow into your chest. Inhale back. Exhale, inhale, flat. One more time, exhale, flat, bend the knee, bend your hand, and see if you can hold the ceiling up. And let's do both together. Pulse, 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 squeeze your back, brace your core, root down through that front arm. You're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1, hand down, knee extend, and then pull it in. Knees outside your hips. Send your butt to your heels, and reach forward and lengthen out. Now, if you've spent a considerable amount of time on that front hand, I just want you to go ahead and bend at the elbows, maybe release the wrists. You can just release the front one if you want. It's all good. Whatever you need to, take breaks when you need to, modify as you need to, and then we're going to come into the other side. So again, plant those fingertips really wide like starfish, knees underneath the hips. Toes can be tucked or flat, that's a personal preference. I like to tuck the toes to get a little bit more of a plantar stretch here. And then what we're going to do is everything that we did on the other side. So go ahead and extend your leg all the way out, holding onto a nice flat back. Okay, shoulders away, belly pulled up, heel energy shooting out through it, and then we're just going to arch the back, pull in, and then send yourself back into flat. Okay, do this 2 more times. So with the exhale as you come in, and an inhale as you lengthen out. 1 more time, exhale, and inhale, hold. If you've got your balance here, go ahead and take that front hand out now. You've got to stabilize through that back shoulder, so keep the shoulders back, pull the belly up, reach, extend out here. We're going to take elbow and knee in. So go ahead, exhale, see if they touch, and inhale, lengthen back out. Exhale, touch. Brace that core. Lots going on. This is very dynamic movement. Looks simple, but when you start to feel the balance of yourself on the 2 limbs, exhale, come in. Inhale, come out. You're challenging your core. You're challenging your back. You're challenging yourself to keep the length. So hold that length. If you can, bend at the knee and really give me a bend in that ankle. We're just going to do little pulses to kick up, waking up your glute. Kick. Kick, kick, kick. Pull the belly in, try and keep a flat back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbow and knee, exhale, come in. Inhale, out. Exhale, inhale, reach. Go for length, go for quality over quantity. Do it a little slower if you need to. 1 more time, hold it out. Bend at the knee, bend at the elbow, hold the ceiling up. And now we're going to pulse. Lift. Lift. Really brace the core. Root down through that back hand. Push away from the ground, but root down through every finger. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand comes down. Lengthen out the leg and pull it back in. Knees outside of the hips. Big toes touch. Push it back and reach forward. Again, releasing the wrists if we need to. I like to bend at my elbows. And just let my wrists roll around here. Let's go ahead and come into our first downward facing dog when you're ready. Spread your fingertips nice and wide, tuck your toes, and then come into a downward facing dog. Feet are hip distance apart. You're again rooting down through those fingers. Don't worry, we're going to get off these wrists soon, but I just want you to pedal out the dog. So go ahead and drop your front heel and bend your back knee. And then switch it out. Try and keep your hips level because I really want the stretch to be in the calves and in the Achilles tendon and all the way down through the plantar surface of your foot. So we're just walking here and we're just trying to keep our hips straight and pushed back. Let your head hang now. Look at your knees and root down through your fingers so you're taking some of the pressure off of your wrists. The more you use your fingertips and grip in, the less you're going to feel it in your wrists. Go ahead and press both of your heels back. Big lengthening here. And let's go ahead and give our front leg a little rise up. Doesn't have to look like mine. You're just rising that leg up, rotating the ankle in one direction, rotate the ankle in the other direction. Remember, your head is just hanging. You're going to exhale and pull that knee into your chest. Scoop it right up into the chest and see if you can step, walk, or guide it between your hands. And once you've done that, go ahead and keep your back hand down, lifting your front hand, turn in towards your knee to the front of the screen. Good. Nice reach here, lengthening. You can always drop that back knee if it's a little too much, but you're pressing through the heel, lifting up and turning your chest towards the front. We're going to switch the hands, so take that hand down on the inside of your foot. And once that front hand is planted down, go ahead and twist the other way and see how that feels. And stabilizing here. Option to drop that back knee anytime you need to. Go ahead and bring that hand back down. Hand on either side of the front foot. Take a giant step up to the top of your mat. Inhale to a halfway hold. Hands halfway up the shin, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, let it go. Let you go into a rag doll. Go ahead, halfway hold again. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale down into heart center. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Inhale all the way up. Let's swan dive down. So soften your knees and take a giant dive down. Let's step back with one foot. Step back with the other. Drop to your knees. Come to a kneeling plank. The weight of your chest just forward of your hands. Elbows in at your side. Lower yourself all the way down. Feet flat on the floor. Baby cobra. Squeeze your butt and look ahead. Tuck your toes and push back into child's pose. We're going to come back into our downward facing dog again. So go ahead and come back into downward facing dog. Feet hip distance apart. Let your head hang. Grip with your fingers. A little walk of the dog if you'd like. And then we're going to take that back leg all the way up. Back leg all the way up into the sky. Lengthen, feel this lengthening in your hamstring in that front leg. And then when you exhale, pull that knee right up into your chest as high as you can. Arch your back. And then you can scoop that foot down and place it between your hands. You can always help it with your hand. Let's go ahead and drop our back heel down on the diagonal. And then we're going to lift all the way up. Bring it to those triangle stretches in a second. Exhale, come all the way back down. One more time. Inhale, big inhale, push through that front foot. And exhale, come back down. All right, go ahead and lift your back heel to turn it in. Plank your front hand down. We're going to be turning away from the screen. So turn in towards your knee. Lift all the way up and stretch to the side. Try to stack your shoulders on top of one another. Press through that back heel and sink down into this beautiful twist. When you're ready, you can change the side. So bring your hand down to the inside of your back foot. And then rise up. Now you notice that my heel is lifted during this, okay? My back heel is lifted. It's not dropped. That's why I chose to show you when it's dropped, it feels a little different. So I want you to get more balance by keeping that heel in the air. Exhale, bring the hand down on either side of that front foot. Go ahead and take a step back into downward facing dog. Now if you're comfortable going on the knees, go on the knees again or come into a plank. This time it's a high plank. Your elbows still have to stay by your sides as you lower down with control. Then you can choose the baby cobra, feet flat on the floor. Inhale or come to a full cobra looking up. Tuck your toes and push back into downward facing dog. All right, let's pedal it out. Let's do that lift on the first side. So bring that front leg all the way up. Pull the knee into the chest, scoop your belly, and then place that foot down between your hands. Okay, and now that we've got this one, drop the back heel on the diagonal. Just inhale, press into that front foot, lift yourself all the way up, and then exhale, come back down, touch the floor. One more time, big inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, place your hands down on the floor. Take a giant step up to the top of your mat. Inhale to your halfway hold. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, come down through heart center. Let's pick up the speed a little bit. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, swan dive down. Step back with one foot. Step back with the other, downward facing dog. Stay here, walk your dog, or do a chaturanga, knees or toes. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Up dog is knees off of the mat. Exhale, push back and down. Front leg high up into the sky. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Place the foot down. Go ahead, drop your back heel. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, place the hands on the floor or sweep them back. Bring your nose in toward the inside of your knee. Inhale, maybe a back bend this time. Pull back, hands together if it's possible. And exhale, come float through. One more time, big inhale, rising up. Exhale, place those hands down.
Take a step back, and you're in downward facing dog. Chaturanga or rest. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, lower down smooth. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, push back. Other leg high into the sky. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest, place the foot down. Drop your back heel on the diagonal. Push into the front and lift up. Exhale, float down, touch the floor or reach behind and nose comes towards your knee. Inhale, maybe clasp those hands back, bend. Exhale, float through and down. One more time, big inhale, rise it on. Exhale, place those hands down. Go ahead and step up to the top of the mat. Inhale to a halfway hold. Exhale to a forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, come down through the center. We're going to stand on the center of our mats now. Feet hip distance apart. Inhale, rise your hands up. And exhale, come down. One more time, inhale all the way up. Bring your hands to heart center and just sink into your chair. Your butt goes back and down, weight goes into your heels, and you keep your chest lifted. Now you decide how deep you need to go. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let's do a little bit more twisting. Exhale, come down and bring that right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, pull down. Good. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, come down straight through the center. Inhale, rise all the way up. Let's do the twist one more time. Exhale to the first side. Inhale all the way up. Maybe we look up. Exhale, twist to the second side. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale, sink down. Now if you're down here, go ahead and lift your right heel. And then try not to move your hips and just switch it to the other one. Okay? So instead of doing a little bounce like here, we're just staying down and lifting our heels, really feeling the quads working, and you don't have to be as low as me. If you've got that, both heels down, go ahead and lift both heels up. Now see if you can just drop your heels down and then lift back up. Really working your balancing on those toes, really working your core, really working your quads. Come back down. One more time, all the way up. See if you can stay on your tippy toes. Stand up. Ooh, and reach high. Take those hands down by your side and drop down. We give it a little shake out. All right, let's do some balancing. So get on that right foot. Soften your knees. Hips and shoulders are stacked on top of one another. Go ahead and place your hands on your hips. Lift up your first foot, your left foot, and bring it up so that you've got a 90-degree bend. If you can't get to 90, don't worry about it. Okay, rotate that ankle in one direction, rotate the ankle in the other direction, and then we're just going to take our hands all the way up. Inhale and exhale. Bring that right hand to the outside of the left knee and look behind you. Inhale all the way up, and exhale. Bring those hands down, place the foot down. Let's try that again. Inhale, legs and arms up. Exhale, twist and reach. Inhale, up. Exhale, bring everything down. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, down. Let's go ahead and try a different type of balance. Inhale, all the way up, bend that knee. Exhale, twist, and hold onto your knee this time, okay? So, we're holding onto the knee. We're reaching behind us. Now, if you can, start to extend that left leg out. See if you can get it straight, okay? If that's possible, see if you can. Now take your hand away from holding that one, and you're in a twist, holding up that leg, using that quad, and then let everything go. Whew, that's challenging. Shake it out. Let's do everything on the other side. So plant the left foot down. Inhale the hands all the way up. And exhale to heart center. Just center yourself, soften your knees, shoulders over hips. Inhale all the way up. And exhale those hands to heart center. Go ahead and find the balance by lifting up that right knee. Okay? And now that we've got it, inhale the hands all the way up. And exhale, twist, reach for your knee, find your balance, and maybe look over your shoulder. Go ahead and inhale all the way up. And exhale the leg down. Let's try that again. Inhale, rise up, lift your knee. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Now my balance isn't as good on this side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Maybe look behind you, cervical spine as well as thoracic. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, twist, find your balance, your stabilizers. Inhale, exhale, down. Last time, inhale all the way up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, and exhale. Okay, we're going to take it for that strong balance. So give it a little shake out. You might feel glute med activating up. Okay, give it a little shake, a little walk, whatever you need to do. Inhale all the way up. Exhale to heart center. Okay, so we're lifting up the knee. We're going to inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist and hold on to the back of that knee. And just stay here and see if you can start to flex your heel and press the energy out of your heel. Now, if you're here, this is great. Don't worry about it. If you can, lengthen out that leg, trying to get a 90-degree flexion from your legs, from your hip. And then if you have the ability to let go, reach and hold for 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, 1, let it go, shake it out. All right, let's go back to our flow. One more time, we'll take it to a couple of stretches, and that'll be a nice quick class. So go ahead, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale through heart center, just find your breath, find your grounding. Inhale all the way up. And then just forward fold down. So those hands come down through the center. You soften your knees and place the hands down. Step back with one foot. Step back with the other. Walk your dog. Rest in downward facing dog or chaturanga. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, push back. Front leg high into the sky. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Place the foot down. Drop your back heel on the diagonal. Inhale, rise up to your back bend. Exhale, float down. Inhale, maybe that back bend. Should you try a balance? Maybe. Exhale, come down. Lift your back leg and pop up into warrior 3. Place your foot down all the way back. Exhale, float and find your warrior 3. One more time. Your choice. You don't have to pop up, but if you want to work those legs again, go ahead and try and find that balance. Lift and place the foot down all the way back. Float those hands down. Take a step back with one foot and then drop to your knees. Go ahead, come into your tabletop. Let's stand our front leg all the way out with energy. Go ahead and lift that front arm out. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, flat back. One more time. Exhale, pull in, flat back. Bend your elbow if you'd like. Bend your knee, lifting up the roof. Exhale, 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 exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your knee exactly where it is. Take your backhand and wrap it around to see if you can find your foot. If you have found your foot, go ahead, hold on to it. If you want the back bend, press into the foot, lift up your chest and look forward. Big stretch here. Let's go ahead and release that down. Go ahead and come into downward facing dog. Now take a break if you need to. Walk the dog. Stay in child's pose, it's okay. Or you can add a chaturanga. Inhale to come forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, pushing back. Left leg high up into the sky. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest and place that foot down. Drop your back heel on the diagonal, right into a back bend. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, float forward. If you want to try the balance on this side, back bend. Exhale, lean forward. Putting all that weight on the front foot, come into warrior three. Place your foot down, back bend. Exhale, scoop and lift with the balance. One more time, light drop down, back bend. Go forward, lift up, balance. Place your foot down, inhale up. Exhale, sweep the hands to the floor. Take a step back, drop to your knees. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Back leg extended out. Front arm extended out. Exhale, pull everything into the center, arch the back. Inhale, flatten, lengthen. Energy through the heel, energy through the fingertips. And go ahead and reach. One more time. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale out. Bend your knee. Bend your elbow. Both are holding up the sky. Let's lift and pulse. Pull the belly up and just pulse. 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 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the knee bent. Take your front arm and reach around. See if you can find your toe. If you found your toe, you can then press into the hand with the foot, arching the back. And if you have good stabilization, you can arch the back and look up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Knees outside your hips. Big toes might touch. Push your hips towards your heels and reach forward. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale, let it go. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Let's walk your hands up towards your body. Let's shift on our mats so that we're in a V sit. So your feet are out wide. To increase your inside inner thigh sensation, you can put your hands behind you, lift your butt up, and send your hips forward. That's going to open you up a little bit more. Anytime you need to, knees can be bent. If you have blocks around, you can always put a block underneath your knee. And you can always bring your knees in a little bit closer. Okay? Sit up nice and tall. We're just going to take our final few stretches here. So I want you to inhale, rise up those hands all the way up. And exhale, come down. Let's continue with our twists. So inhale those hands all the way up. Reach your right hand towards the knee. It doesn't have to touch. And the other one just behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, look up. And exhale, twist the other way. So at first I'm not even reaching for my knee. I'm trying to keep my spine up. Just stabilizing myself through the hips. Your hips are like they're in cement. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist. And inhale, up. If you want, keep your legs out, your spine long. It's not rolling. It's keeping your chest up. And then reach and lean into this one. And you're going to feel it more in your hamstrings. Look up. Exhale, reach. Notice my spine is long. I'm not trying to round out through the shoulders. This is what you do when you round out through the shoulders. You collapse down and you feel it more in the back. I want you to continue to feel it in the shoulders, lengthening out and reaching down so you get a nice lat stretch as well. Inhale, come up. Exhale, one more time each side. Inhale, look up, long spine. Exhale. Inhale, all the way up. All right, arms should be starting to feel good. Push the walls away, shoulders back and down. When you're sitting up like this, all tall through head right down to tailbone, and we're just going to push the walls away in that same twist. So twist, feel it right from the thoracic spine. Hips are in cement. Go ahead and come through. If your shoulders are burning like mine, you're doing a great job. Static work for the shoulders because they're not moving, but we're moving from the waist. Exhale, twist, wring out your breath. Inhale, come back. One more time, exhale, and come back. All right, so if you can still stay in this position, do so. Point your fingers and draw little circles. This is just the arm work, we're almost there. Go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. Okay, trying to not swing at the hips, brace your core, pull the belly in. Make it big, big circles, big circles. Good, pull the shoulders down and pull your shoulder blades together. The biggest circles you've got. Then we're going to reverse the direction. Big circles the other way. Big circles. Good. Keep going. Make them a little smaller. Make them a little smaller. Give me the little tiny ones. Good. Now we're going to bring our hands, clap them in, and then open up. Clap them in. Feel your shoulder blades squeeze here. Pull your hands behind. Squeeze in. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Inhale. Place those hands down. Scoop those knees in. And go ahead and come on to the side of your mat. Can you feel those arms? Ooh, I'm feeling them right into my biceps, triceps, shoulders. Everything's going on here. All right. Now you can make your way down onto your mat, or you can roll. Now for those of us who like to roll, hands on the knees, and just give it a little rock and roll. See how that feels. Okay. Now if you want something slightly different, normally I just say hold on to your knees. But if you like, you can always go inside and hold on to your feet. Now, in this position where you're holding onto your feet, you're going to have a tendency to want to squeeze your elbows together. So try not to do that when you're rolling, okay? So I don't want any pressure on the elbows. Feet are together. You're holding onto the outside of your feet and then roll back. It just changes it a little bit because you got to really use your feet now to help you push down to roll up, and it gives you a nice spine massage. One more time, if you like it. And then everybody find themselves on their back. So just go ahead and have a lie back. Feet down, hips distance apart, hands down at your side, palms face down. Walk your heels in towards your bum. Let's just do a couple of nice little bridge lifts. So you're pressing into your heels. Peel your spine slowly off of the mat. Vertebrae by vertebrae, coming up onto your shoulder blades if that's possible. Chin might touch the chest, and then slowly roll down. So we're just nicely manipulating the spine, giving it some love. Let's do that 2 more times. Walk your feet a little bit closer if you want. Inhale, roll up. If you're confident, you can lift up those heels all the way up onto the toes, chin to chest. Exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, letting the heels drop. One more time. Big inhale, roll up nice and slow. You do it as slow as you can because that way you feel each vertebrae manipulating, lifting up those heels if you can. If you're up on your heels or on your toes, your heels are up, just drop your back heel down and try and keep your hips level and then switch. Okay, we have a tendency to want to drop one of our heels. If you are down, you can try just lifting up a heel and then switching for the other one. You can stay up or down, that's your choice, but just try and drop one of your heels or lift one of your heels without your hip dropping. Okay, so we're just getting that nice little posterior work, hamstrings, glute, lower back. Really great for those of us who sit in desks all the time. One more time, place both heels down, slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, and hands come out to the side. Go ahead and drop your knees to the front, look to the back. And then sweep with a big inhale back to center and exhale to the other side. Let's do that a couple more times, again at your own perfect pace. Some people like to go fast, and there's nothing wrong with going fast. But when you slow it down, you're going to be able to feel a little bit more where you need the stretch. And it's usually at somewhere close to your end point that you can feel this twist. And then I just want you to stay there and breathe for a second and then roll back. When we go fast, we're using momentum more than we are, and we don't really get any kind of stretching at all. It's a massage. It's not a wrong thing to do. Don't get me wrong. I love doing it every once in a while. But just try and go slow. We're fast all the time in our lives. We're always racing to do something, thinking about the next thing. Just go ahead and come onto your back. Pull one knee into your chest, followed by the other. Go ahead and bring those knees with your hands into your chest. And then maybe just a little gentle rock side to side here. We're going to come into our final Shavasana. And remember, you can stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. I just want you to place one foot down, followed by the other. If anytime your back is a little sensitive, you can keep your knees bent and just walk your feet away from each other. Hands can be palms up, palms down. They can be above your head. They can be out to the side. You can have cactus arms. Whatever works for you. And then you can also lengthen out those feet. One at a time. And if the first leg feels good, go ahead and do it with the other leg. And just let the feet fall out. Try and relax your spine. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath into the belly.
And exhale, let it all go. Let's do that again. Nice deep breath. And let it go. One more. And let it go. Try and let your lips part. And if the tongue is against the roof of your mouth, just let it pull away. And then relax your eyes. Soften the creases around your eyes. Really just focus in on your face. So many muscles in the face, so expressive. Then once we've gotten our face to relax, re-establish your relaxation in your shoulders, your abdominals, your glutes, if they tend to be still squeezing, just give a little shake, squeeze your front butt cheek and then squeeze your back one. It's just going to shift your hips side to side just by squeezing each buttock individually. And then once you've squeezed your buttocks each side to side for that shifting, go ahead and squeeze both. Try and just squeeze as much as you can, give as much tightness, but relax the upper body and the shoulders, and then let the glutes go. Sometimes we don't know we're holding on to tension until we actually give awareness to that tension, and then we're able to let it go. So hips and glutes tend to have a lot of tension, shoulders and back tend to. Let's go ahead and bring our awareness all the way down our legs to those feet. Maybe wiggle those toes. Again, we're in shoes a lot, so let's just wiggle those toes and give them some freedom. Maybe spread your toes out as much as you can, almost like your fingertips, they reach out. Do that with your toes if you can. And then exhale, squeeze your toes in together like you're making a ball. Let's do it with our hands and our feet at the same time. Reach those fingertips, those toes as far apart, and then squeeze them in together and ball them up and in and underneath themselves. One more time, big inhale, reach. Exhale, ball the toes up, ball the fingers up, and then just let them relax, open them up, and just let them fall where they need to. Let's do another nice deep breath in. Let it all go. One more time, big inhale. And let it go. Let's just lie here in silence for the next minute. Maybe you'll be able to hear some of the jungle noises. Maybe you'll be able to hear some of my neighbors that are moving around. Maybe you'll be able to hear things in your house. The idea of meditation isn't necessarily to be blank in the mind and not hear anything at all. What it is to be present in the moment, being right here where you are, hearing things, smelling things. If your eyes are closed, not seeing things, but your other senses are heightened and become more aware. That allows you to be in the moment, present with your body, because often we're thinking in the past or into the future, things about what we've done or what we need to do. And that is all going to have to take care of itself in the future, and it's already done in the past. So right now, just give yourself a break and just be present in the moment with your breath, with your noises, with my noises, and just breathe. you want to stay in relaxation much longer, just stay in exactly the same position you are. Just continue focusing on your breath, relaxing, feeling connected to your mat. If it's time to wiggle those fingers and those toes, this time gently, no fists, no balls, just wiggles. Then we can slide one of our heels towards our body, followed by the other one. And then go ahead and bring the knees one at a time back into the chest. Wrap your hands around your knees and just give yourself a little hug here. Again, a gentle rock side to side. And then once we've got some rocking going on, you can just roll yourself onto one of your sides. I'm going to roll towards you, so I'm going to be rolling, stacking my knees, using my bottom arm as the pillow for my head, and letting the top hand just rest in front. Taking a moment just to feel how gravity pulls on you differently when you're in your side lying posture. A lot of the times when we're waking up in the morning, we have other thoughts going on, and we just don't notice what it's like to be on our backs or on our sides and roll from one to the other and just feel how gravity changes the pull on our bodies. Gravity has so much influence on us. It will pull us down when we are not balanced. It will keep us on the ground and straighten out our back and our limbs when we're lying flat. So instead of working against gravity right now, just work with it and enjoy lying down and feeling its pull. When you are ready to push against that gravity pull, you can press into the front hand in front of the belly, all the way up, walking with the other hand, and coming into our seated posture. Any seated posture is fine, cross-legged, one leg out, whatever works for you. Just roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale, eyes open or closed, your choice. Let's rise up those hands. Big inhale, look up to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, come down through the center. We'll do that one more time. Big reach, big inhale, look all the way up. Bring your head to stack over your shoulders. Bring those hands down through the center and onto your lap. Thank you for practicing today. I hope you enjoyed this quick session, and hopefully I'll be able to provide more content and maybe even some live classes. If you're on my contact list, I'll be sending that link out, and hopefully I'll be able to do it. I just have to wait until it's not raining, because you will not hear me at all when it's raining here in the jungle. And so far this morning it's been absolutely lovely. If you want to stick around for a couple of more minutes, I'll pan so that you can see what I see. And hopefully in the future, when the lighting is a little bit more stabilized and the clouds are not passing through, I'll be able to turn it around and have the class so that you can see what I see right now. So again, thank you very much. And if you want to stick around, I'm just going to give you a little taste of what I see.